Hey everyone, welcome to week 5, I think we're on now, of King of the Hill tournament. Tonight we've got an epic showdown between Sharkbot and Sputter, and I am lucky enough to have the two authors with me. Sharkness, how's it going?
Good.
Confident tonight?
No, not really. I'm expecting some good snipes, but I
Uh,
don't know. We'll see.
should be fun. And of course we've got Spud. How you doing?
Fine, thanks.
Awesome. Yeah, have you put any nice snipe builds in for Sharkbot in this one?
Uh, Not snipe builds per se, but I did work on or change my bot to sort of better handle
Yeah,
different stuff like void rays and tempests and so on. So we'll see how it works.
oh, that's good. So yeah, I think I was just looking back, and you're the first Python bot we've had since the very first week. So although the AI Arena ladder is pretty much about 80% Python bots, the King of the Hill has so far been dominated by kind of Java, and now we've got a .NET build. So are you here to defend the honor of Python?
I don't know. I just used Python because it was we had this Finnish competition where it was like specifically around this Python API. So that's
Yeah,
where I started.
oh, that's cool.
And yeah.
Yeah, so how did you kind of like build up your bot to start with? Is there any specific kind of like sort of like philosophy you're going with it on that?
For me,
Yeah,
um, well, my bot is generally it does very similar things or it does the same thing every game. Apart from there's some variation per race with the build, but not like it's pretty similar. And then it sort of there's some sort of reactions based on what it sees during the game.
yeah.
And what else to say? Or what did you mean by the question exactly?
No, I'm just kind of like getting an idea of kind of like what you're kind of like going for in terms of builds, and how
Oh yeah,
how you
oh
would.
yeah. Well, I play a pretty slow game generally. It has a again depending a bit on the race, it has some different attack timings. That against Zerg, for example, I try to do an earlier timing with Steam and so on, and against Protoss generally not so much because most of the Protoss bots have been like two base rushing me, so I just sit back and wait for them to come.
Yeah,
And but yeah.
but Sharkbot has quite a good win rate against you. So Shark Nice,
Yeah,
you say you're not confident, but looking at the AI Arena record, you've got a good record there. Um, but not sure if there's
yeah,
anything
well,
special. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, from my perspective, it's like if the opponent has a build that beats me, I do the same thing every game, so it will beat me all the time until I change something. So
Yeah,
that I did change something yesterday, so we'll see how it goes.
yeah.
Hmm.
So, Shark Guys, what specifically do you think enables you to beat Spud every time? Have you watched a lot of the replays?
Um, no, I usually only watch the replays where Sharkbot loses, so I'm not exactly sure how it wins, but I have like a lot of different builds versus Terran right now. So, and I've added new builds since then, so I don't even know if on the ladder like I'm using the new builds.
Yeah,
From what I've seen, it's mostly the proxy void racing and
Okay.
some sort of tempest builds. I'm
Oh,
not sure
sure.
exactly which ones, but
Yeah, the Tempest. I have a couple different Tempest builds, which are kind of the normal builds, and then I also have that proxy void ray thing. So I don't know. Uh, I did add a couple new Tempest builds actually, and I haven't actually checked to see if they're being used or not, but
yeah,
um, we'll see if they do well, I guess.
cool, awesome.
They're kind of designed to work well against any Terran.
Shall we get straight into game one then? I guess.
Sure.
If you guys both have it up.
yeah.
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Do you want to introduce your own bots?
Sure. So bottom left, we have Sharkbot.
And in the top right, we have Spud.
Oh. So the same as last week, you've got the 2 probes coming out across the map.
Yep. So this looks like it's the gas steel with the proxy gateways,
Oh,
trying to stop the gas so there's no reapers and the zealots can kind of not be microed against.
yeah. So it looks like you're getting okay.
Oh, so
Oh,
he got the gas down just before the probe did.
oh that was a good timing. I mean, I think
Yeah,
like
probe's gone too.
yeah, Pillars of Gold is actually quite a long rush map, so there's a good chance that on a shorter rush map you'd have got that down. But
Yeah.
I do attack the assimilators, but not sure what would have happened if you got them both, but I do attack them with SCVs.
Yeah, that's good because a lot of people don't do that.
but it is taking
So 3 gateways.
yeah, it is taking 2 SCVs off of mining for that long, so you probably actually make up the money.
Yeah, in this case it's not needed to attack, but they are just panicking and then attacking it, thinking it's a threat.
So you actually scout the proxy right away. That's good.
Yeah, I have for a long time I've had a SCV scouting for proxies, but it's just a question of like whether I can stop what's coming. It's always not so clear, but
So it looks like you will finally just about get the gas in time for the. I mean, you're pretty well set up here, actually.
Yeah, the Reaper's already going on the Zealot, so
Yeah. And they're very much distracted by this. I mean, they probably won't be able to get much done in the main anyway. So.
and there's a bunker up, so
Yeah. I think it's fair to say there is not much chance of this rush being very effective anymore.
no. It's
yeah,
actually yeah.
yeah. I typically normally I go like one racks into expand, but against like proxies I like bunker up on one base a bit.
Yeah. So is there any sort of like trigger now where you want to expand, or is it just kind of like wait until the rush is done?
If I remember right, it's when I have my first tank out, then it starts thinking about expanding, if I remember right.
Okay.
So it's
So
building
it will
the
be
first.
interesting to see if the Reaper goes after the main after it kills that, or will it just defend?
Yeah.
Oh, it goes back to defend apparently.
Oh, okay.
So there is
So there's no
a
defense for Sharkbot.
no, but there is a
Yeah.
stalker out now, so I think that should be able to deal with a Reaper. Yep, there you go.
Well, it didn't want to finish it off, I guess.
Oh, close. Why would you
Now
want
it's
to?
actually going for the main, maybe.
Oh, this is not good.
Oh, actually, I think it's more like, I think it's just scouting. It has these move commands queued up. That's the one thing that it does at this point of the game. That I just want to go to the main and scout, and it's not even attacking.
I mean, you could have
A
ended the
scan
game.
during the scout.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's
Yeah, the first Reaper is definitely something I should improve. That because many games I could get a lot more out of it, but
yeah. So I think we're just really waiting for you guys to do a bit of a tech switch at the moment, or maybe not even.
Oh, shields just finished and it saved that Marine.
Yeah.
3 HP.
Oh. That's not where you want to be, Mr. Stalker. Yeah. We're in a situation where, like, I think Sharkbot is now starting to move into robotics bay. And it's a bit of a tech switch.
It's transitioned into a standard Robo Bay build.
Yeah.
Or Robo facility.
And
So those tanks are like blocking where the command center needs to land.
Oh,
Will
yeah.
they
Yeah,
move in time?
well, I actually tried to fix that yesterday, but it wasn't very successful. I think at least yesterday when I tested it, it didn't work yet. But
And this is a very weird situation here. You've got like the ultimate combat of the probe on the SCV. Oh, and the Stalker's
yeah.
going to come and break it up.
Are they?
oh, my SCV isn't even attack. Or what
No,
is your probe doing?
no, neither of them
It
were
was just
attacking.
it was just looking at him because there's a bug. I just recently fixed that, but it's so this version doesn't have it fixed. The probe will just stop command.
Oh, here we go.
Because my SCV wasn't attacking either. It was just like hanging around there.
Oh, there you go. Now you got your land.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think what happened there was like they tried to unsiege the tanks and then, but then the tanks get some other commands and they siege again and it isn't exact. I have to fix what like that they don't get the siege command again when they should move a bit first.
Okay. Well, you've got like 2 fully saturated bases now. Sharkbot's just on 1. It's just beginning its nexus.
Yeah. Nexus is getting there. You got about a 9 worker lead as well, so it's looking pretty good. And you're still playing pretty defensive with the 2 bunkers there as well.
Yeah, I think. Well, my sort of I don't really have a proper like my bot doesn't really understand when it's time to be aggressive properly. It just has its own. It just waits around until it's time to attack, and then it goes.
Yeah.
How does it determine when it's time to attack? Just
well, it depending a bit on the matchup. That like there's some timings like Steam, like if there's a certain amount of different units and Steam is up and.
Oh sure.
Yeah. Or against Protoss, it's just even more delayed because like I said earlier, that typically, or I've noticed that like it has worked better to just be a bit more passive because so many Protoss bots attack me. But
yeah, I mean, Protoss wouldn't cheese you, would they? It's not something Protoss do.
I'm doing something.
There we go, that's taking out the proxy at least. So now I think the grand sum total of the production from Protoss is just the single robotics facility. Oh no, 2 and a single gateway on the way. That's not ideal production at this time of the game, I'd say.
No, not really. It needs to expand more, but
yeah.
I think the rush put it so far behind that it's tough to catch up.
Yeah, it is.
It really should have expanded like right away as soon as that rush failed, but a lot of bots will counterattack, so it built up a D. Looks like there's attack coming now.
Yeah. I don't think
It's a
you've
lot
got
of
enough to stop
Marines
this.
and tanks.
Yeah.
Only 2 immortals.
Yeah, I'm not liking your position here, Shark nose, sorry.
And those zealots don't have any charge either. It's just
Yeah.
plain zealots.
Zealots with charge might have actually done something good, but so there's a bit of miscontrol with the tank on the front line, but apart from that, you're just going to blast through here. That's and going through the shield hill.
Yep.
Okay, I think we're going to call this one. Fast forward into the next one. Unless you guys have any objection.
No, that was a good hold.
Yeah.
Good build up.
Yeah, I do like the immediate bunkering up in the main base from Terran. It's definitely very good defense there.
Yeah. Got walled off quick too.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the tank leading to army, which you commented on, it's actually something I put in very early because I not like at the time I didn't have any other like pathfinding, and when you like move command units in the game, like if one unit like a marine can fit through a different size than a tank. So
Yeah.
then I just put that if I have Thors or tanks, my army will follow one of them because so that they don't get split apart, and I never changed it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that that's very easy to do. But yeah, it does leave the tank slightly exposed.
Yeah.
Alright, let's have a look at game 2. See if you can make a comeback. It's
I
actually
have it loaded up.
yeah. I think we've
A
only
few
actually
seconds.
we've actually only had like one bot that's retained the King of the Hill title so far, and that's been Ketrok for 1 week. So it is a difficult thing to do, but I got faith in you.
Yeah. Well, we'll see probably different builds. So
Yeah. Right, are you guys good to go?
yeah.
I'm ready.
Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, this time. Oh, sorry, 1 sec. This time on Ice and Chrome. Should have the thing come up in a second. There we go.
Right.
Oh, so different start already. You're building the pylon behind the mineral line.
Did it do that last time? Or no, it didn't. Did it even build a pylon in its base?
I don't think it did, no. I think the first pylon was at your expansion.
Okay.
And there's no...
Yeah, this is probably the Void Ray build.
okay. Yeah, there's no probes going across the map this time, so...
There's one going now.
okay. Yeah. Is that just a scout, or are you going to build anything nasty over the other side?
This was something I was testing a lot yesterday against Prism Beams, because he has also this proxy void, a very similar build, to see what the appropriate reaction would be, and the end result was that I thought that it's best to just try and kill the pylon if I scout it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think once this position gets up, then it's very difficult to stop.
Yeah, I don't have good enough, like, or I don't know if you could even hold it, but I don't have good enough, like, unit control to hold it anyway.
Alright, well, you've spotted it.
Okay.
And there's the Reaper coming out, so...
Yeah, but it only
Should
saw
be
the
building a
pylon.
Stargate.
It's only saw the pylon now, so
Yeah.
the Stargate is coming now. So
Oh, I think this one's gone.
Well, the probe's gone.
Yeah. So there's another probe coming across the map now. I wonder if this shield battery gets up, whether it will be able to heal the pylon for long enough.
I don't know if it'll finish in time.
No, I think it will. Is it gonna? Yes, it is. It'll drain all the
well,
energy.
now there's 2 up.
And the Stargate is up as well.
Oh, this is getting a bit close.
Oh god, it
Well,
got
the
the pylon.
probe's getting saved now too. But
Yeah.
there's no energy now.
No.
So
Yeah, but there's two, like one pylon
But
and
wait.
the second one is coming up, and I'm shooting at both.
Is a warp void ray going to get out in time? No, it's
no,
not even covering
it's not it's not powering it.
Oh no, this is
It's
disastrous.
chronoing it, even though it's dead.
Okay, so you're now building a pylon at home as well. So at this point, do you just tech switch out into something else, or?
Yeah, it's gonna give up. I think when the Stargate dies.
Yeah. So it's an adept out this time as well. Well, on the plus side, this probe's going to come over and suicide itself again. Oh. So now I see a Stargate going up on this side of the map. And second base out.
So, oh, there's the adept.
Yeah. Oh, nice little kill there from the adept. And looks like you're finally going to get a Stargate up.
Yeah, lots of minerals banked, and looks like Spud's getting his second command center up.
Yeah.
About to land.
Yeah, the problem is void rays aren't going to last long against that many marines, unfortunately.
No, there is a oracle coming in though to potentially harass.
Yeah. That will be good. But you're a long way behind on workers as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be a tough position to come back from, but I've seen worse.
Looks like the oracle actually gets scouted by the SCV.
Yeah. I don't know, Spud, do you have a...
Don't worry, I don't react to such things, really. like an oracle coming in, I don't really register that. But I did that. This is one thing I changed, that when I sort of see something up that the enemy is going area or tempest or void rays or something like that, I ditch the tanks completely at that point and start building cyclones.
Well, that cyclone cleaned it up really fast. It only killed 2 workers.
Yeah.
Oh. You are building into a nice composition there to actually deal with this. So,
Nexus actually finished now, so
yep, and a
2
fleet.
bases, but way less workers.
No, you're only 3 workers behind, actually.
Oh, wow.
And you're on your way. You've got a fleet beacon out now, so I guess going into tempests, or
Well, it's building void rays. Oh, it's building a tempest. Yeah, it's going into tempests.
So I did see some Vikings there from Spud. So
Yeah, I make Vikings and Cyclones, so I have units to deal with them, but I don't really... Like, it depends a lot on the terrain, that how badly my army like deals with tempests.
yeah,
That like if the cyclones and marines can't hit them properly, then I can be like this. They can become a problem.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'm like passive enough that like Sharkbot can get some tempests out at least
I mean,
before I start moving out.
yeah, Ice and Chrome is a fairly open map, so that might work to your advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a couple of small corridors you can go through, but a lot of wide open spaces as well.
Does it know it's fighting against air, or is this just the normal composition? Because it's a very
No,
good anti-air.
yeah, like if you look at my vision, I scanned the Stargate and stuff early on. When after the Void Ray, the proxy Void Ray was killed.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, so it's sort of that at that point it like if someone were to make an early Stargate and not build Stargate units, then I would still make this. Like it just sort of assumes that if there's an very early Stargate or it sees Void Rays and Tempest, then I should make these units.
Well,
Is
both are taking their third now.
Yeah. So Spud's still quite a way ahead on Army though at the moment.
Yep.
The worker count is remarkably close, like, considering how far you were behind a little while ago.
Yeah, I chrono them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can catch up on workers pretty fast.
Yep. The Protoss
Not the
Pro
mules,
printer.
though.
Yeah.
That was a good scan, right on the third.
Yeah. It looks like you're moving out
Looks
now,
like-
Spud.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
sort of a before the bot wants to attack, it sort of tries to like there's the SCV scouting the fourth base, and I scan the other one that you might expand to sort of know where to attack.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Marines.
That is, and there's a lot of Cyclones as well. Everything there is pretty much countering the air army, and those Tempests are going to get destroyed. Oh.
Yep.
Ooh, that was a nice little hit on that base there. And it's 79 army supplied to 7. This is not looking good for you, Shark Dice.
Nope.
Sorry. Struggling to see where army supply is at. Oh, it's just all in the Tempest. Oh. And you got to feel bad for the Phoenix that does its job in lifting up the Cyclone and going, "Hey guys, come and shoot it!" And there's no one there to shoot. Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, looks like Spud's gonna take this one as well. So I'm gonna fast forward this one unless you have any objections.
Nope. Looks like it's over to me.
Yeah. And there you have it. There is another base being built over here. I don't know if that's going to survive much longer. Yep. So there we go. GG.
Yeah, GG.
2-0 for Spud.
But this build I was losing to 100% of the time before yesterday, for example.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
nice.
It's the I guess the disadvantage of not being able to, like update your bot. That I think like if you were you also your bot doesn't know also that it's playing against me, right? From in the first game, so
Right.
you
Yeah.
probably wouldn't do the Zelot proxy if you knew it was me.
Yeah. If it had the data to know what was playing against.
Yeah.
Yeah, the data isn't carried over from the ladder, unfortunately. So, but yeah, so could be a reverse sweep. I mean, I guess if you find a build that wins, you're going to use it 3 in a row. So there's always that chance.
Yep.
Yeah, it's possible.
And next map up is on Submarine, which is a nice short rust distance for you.
Yeah, much smaller map.
Yeah, there's some new maps in the ladder pool at the moment, so I don't know if we'll ever get to use them. My sense is we probably won't, but might be worth looking into that. I don't know if you've looked at those at all yet.
Yeah, I haven't looked at those yet. It would be fun to try some new maps, though.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's have a look at game 3. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, going. Wait a second. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So, Sharkbot's GLHF, much love opponent. You're a very nice bot. I guess.
Yeah, I try to keep it good mannered.
Yeah, I guess whale mean is completely the opposite.
Yeah, that's that bot is not good mannered.
Oh, I bet he's a big softy at heart, though.
Yeah, and if you met him in real life, he'd be pretty nice, I'm sure.
Oh, okay, that's good. If anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, whale mean is Shark Nice's other bot on the ladder. But yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
it plays random and does only cheeses.
Oh. Worker rushes?
It does have worker rushes. It has all the cheeses that the Protoss has. It has
No, it can't have all
Zergling
the
rushes.
cheeses.
And...
It can't have all the cheeses that Protoss has. Like there is
well,
a
all the
fair
cheeses
amount
that
of mature.
the Sharkbot Protoss has.
Oh, okay.
And then it has Zergling rushes, Marine rushes, and then some other
Yeah.
Zerg and Terran cheeses.
Spotter, have you ever thought about putting any cheese builds in?
Well, not really. I hope to mostly like just have a bot that like reacts during the game somehow. But like mostly I just need to like have like better like interpret the game state and then also just control my units better in general. That so then I can actually like do something. Also would help in if I ever were to make a cheese that I could sort of control the few units I have properly.
Yeah.
Because my control is like in certain types of fights it's fine, but in certain other types of fights it's quite bad.
Yeah.
Well, Sharkbot did a fast expand this time and doesn't even have a unit
I know.
yet to defend against the Reaper.
What is this expansions before like 10 minutes that you do? Like, so you're making a zealot, but not the ideal. Oh, and you even got a photon cannon there, so
Zealot's probably going to get confused on the jumping.
yeah.
But there is a sentry coming out, I guess, which isn't
Yeah.
very good against the...
I mean, it's not. It'll hit it at least. You know, it is a ranged
It'll
unit.
get chased into the cannon by the looks of it.
Oh, nice job, Zealot. That's exactly what you meant to do. But yeah, so you've actually got quite a big economic lead at the moment. Couple more cannons coming out.
Yep, bunker from Spud. So both pretty defensive builds.
Yep.
Yeah, this is what I do pretty much every game if I don't see anything weird. I'm making a tank and one bunker and on 2 base.
I have a hallucinated phoenix above my own base for some reason. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think it's supposed to be scouting, but oh well.
I mean, you can definitely see what's there.
Yeah.
So what are we likely to see here? I'm guessing they're going into oracles. I guess you're
Yeah,
going to go
third
for...
Nexus now.
Wow. Like, is this some kind of weird 3-base cheese?
I'm not sure. I think it just might be the Tempest, the normal Tempest build.
Okay.
But
Okay.
oh yeah, because the fleet beacon's going down now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just scanned, so I saw the Stargate and the fleet beacon at least, so I should stop making tanks after this. Because this is how I've generally how I've lost to Tempest is my entire army is like bio and tanks, and the bio, no one can hit the Tempest.
right.
Yeah, tanks aren't the best counter to Tempests, really.
Yeah.
So you've got the oracles out, but they're not really doing much attacking. Not
Comes
sure
the SCV scouting for expos.
Oh, we pretty much have a nice little Mexican standoff on our hands.
Void Ray speed is being researched.
Yep.
So maybe this isn't a Tempest build, maybe it's a Void Ray. Well, it's building a Tempest, so I don't know.
You're also getting a robotics facility, so...
How do you decide which sort of strategy to move to?
The Terran strategies are for the most part predetermined.
So it goes in
Like
order in a list, like if you lose, it goes to the next one, or?
yeah, and they're not that adaptive right now. Like my Protoss builds are very adaptive. Like I'll just kind of scout and determine the build that I'm going to use, but I don't really do that for Terran yet. I mean to add that eventually, but I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah. Oh, let's see this. The Tempest coming, and
Yeah, I'm not liking the single Tempest chance.
Yeah, against 2 Cyclones, that's not a good idea.
Yeah. I
The
did like...
Viking tried to land.
Yeah, I did like that. Not going to do it any good in this situation, but at least that's one Viking less.
I'm not sure exactly why it tried to land it. That wasn't according to my plan, at least, but...
I think it was trying to
Alright,
avoid
coming in for another attack.
Yeah. But, oh, let's see. My units are a bit... Like the Tempest shoots from so far away, and my units sort of... They shouldn't chase, but they somehow end up chasing anyway.
Yeah. It does shave off a few of the Marines. It wasn't perfect micro, really. Oh, some nice little pick-offs there, especially onto the Cyclone. We will take down the Phoenix.
One of the Phoenixes.
Yep.
Wow,
so,
lots of expansions coming
yeah,
down.
you got that to like 5 bases now and up to like 70 workers. Interestingly, Spud has 70 workers or 67 workers as well on just 3 bases.
Yeah, I mean, it gets a lot of extra minerals, and it doesn't know what to do with them without gas, so it just makes more bases.
Yeah, the Ketrock strategy.
Yep. There, finally, the hallucinated Phoenix actually scouted.
Yeah. Okay. So Spud doing a bit of a move out.
Yeah. How many Tempest do you have now? 3. And 3 Void Rays, and...
Yeah. So I'm not sure that there's enough here to deal with this at the moment. Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should have stayed back further instead of
Yeah.
going in.
And it looks like Spud's getting the better of the engagement anyway. Carrier coming in, but I don't think that's going to last very long either. It's not
Yeah, I
great
don't even know if
control.
it had interceptors yet.
I think there was 2 in there when it died. I saw that, but yeah, it's one of those things that you want to keep that a little bit further back, but it's difficult to do, obviously.
Yeah, I've just barely worked on my carrier micro, so I'm not sure how good they are. I haven't actually seen them in a game against other bots, just the
Oh,
in-game AI.
is my army stuck here? Oh, there's a Viking coming.
No, it's...
So that sometimes happens that they see an air unit but can't shoot it and they just get stuck in a
Yeah.
corner.
Well, they did see
Oh.
an oracle down there, but they did actually kill it, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh no. Is it just going to be stuck here for a while? Ah, no, it's moving out. Yep, so again, the carrier is just going to be moving directly in range. Oh. Yeah, poor carrier. Not very. So Mike was asking why people don't make more production buildings with the extra minerals. I guess you could do. I mean, like, I guess if you got a bunch of spare minerals as Protoss, you can just throw them into Zealots, and as long as you've got charge, then that's a pretty good investment.
Yeah, it's I would normally throw them into zealots, but I'd try to. This build is like a pure air build,
Yeah,
so I view the ground stuff as useless.
yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, when Terran has this much stuff, they can just go in and pretty much take everything you have before your Tempest really get a chance to fire up the weapons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah, I think if you like, I probably would have done worse if you had like more tempests and less void rays and so on. Because they could shoot from far and I would get in weird positions.
Yeah, the Marines are really good against the Void Rays too.
Yeah.
Whereas when someone goes Mass Vikings, then the Void Rays can do pretty well.
Yeah, so I think I'm probably going to call this one as over. Sorry, Shark. Nice.
Yep.
But that's a 3-0 win for Spud. Congratulations, Spud. It's
Yeah.
some really nice builds there.
Well, thanks. Before I started yesterday, I was expecting a 3-0 the other way, but
You've done well. For the amount of work you've put in just today, it's seriously impressive.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
and they see that, as Sharkness is saying. And just taking out the last buildings here. Where is the last building? Oh, just over there. Alright, GG
Skipped
guys.
out on the.
Yeah.
GG.
GG.
Well, sorry, Shark Nice, your reign as King of the Hill did actually last 2 weeks, but that was only because we didn't have a show last week. So you've lasted as long as Ketrock. It's fine. Spud, congratulations. We will find you an opponent and bring you back next week if that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll be.
I'm not too optimistic of my chances of staying here for long either, but
Yeah. Spiny lasted this long too. Oh. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I entirely forgot. Oh well. But yeah, so I'm not sure who your opponent will be. Let me have a look at the AI Arena ladder. Um, just check. So I know Sharpened Edge. So Imphi is not active at the moment. So possibly either Eris, if we can get him on, or Savlas with Anibot might be your opponent. And
Yeah, Anibot has been quite close in the past. Like in Probots, it was 2-1 in
yeah,
quite close games.
so there's the other
And
option of Micro Machine coming back to take the crown.
yeah, that wouldn't be a very good matchup for me.
Oh, it should be fun. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys, for coming on. Chuck, no, sorry. We'll have you back in the when the revolution comes round again. So I'm
Yep.
sure you get another chance. And Spud, I guess we'll see you next week. Ooh, additional pylons. Why haven't we had additional pylons on? Have you just shot up the ladder? Yes, you're right. Additional pylons does get the opportunity. I am very sorry that I didn't see that earlier. It wasn't. Yeah, that ladder ranks are always changing. But yeah, so thank you very much. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll give Micro Machine a quick shout and see if he wants to come on. If not, it will be additional pylons. All right, thanks very much, guys. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll catch you all next week.
Thanks. Bye.